What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Shine Comics, and let's talk about the time when Punisher confronted two parents who were filming CP with their children. And yes, I said CP. This story takes place right in Max Comics The Punisher issue 44. Yes, you heard me right. This is Max Comics, not Marvel. In this comic, Frank Castle immediately arrives at the corporate's house and says, "Ann Larson, I know you and your husband have been shooting graphic films with your children. I want to make this as easy on them as I can. Invite me in." Ann Larson calls her husband, and husband immediately is scared. Wait, you can't walk in here. You're gonna have to have a warrant. Punisher says, "I have everything I need. I have John Ritchie's confession. You make the films, he sells them to the distributor. You shoot in the basement, keep the master copies there too." Frank then instructs them to call their kids down here, tell them to wait in the living room, and that he'll have social services pick them up. Punisher then saying, "It's the only good thing you'll ever do for them." Now the mother of the kid says, "You guys stay here, okay? Mommy and daddy have to talk to this man. Just stay here." They try to talk him out of it, but he straight up says, "Shut up." And this is when we see the dungeon where they torture their own kids every single day with the camera where they film it all. Dad says, "We want to call a lawyer," but Punisher says, "You're not under arrest." Punisher then pulls out of his gun and immediately shoots the woman in the head, blowing her brains out. The man saying, "Jesus Christ," but Punisher says, "Quiet, remember the children," and then shoots a bullet straight in his mouth. In Punisher's internal dialogue, he says, "Someone should suffer, not just die. That was the thought I had when I went in here." It was a simple thing to watch him cough his teeth out, listen as he choked on the shreds of his tongue. His eyes said everything. The agony, the disbelief at what had happened to a normal evening, the realization that hell came next. Part of me could have stood there for an hour, not the part that raised the pistol. Made the call to social services and waited. Didn't want the kids wandering around to look for mom and dad. Later slipping out the back door as the cops kicked in the front. I thought about the looks on their faces. The little girl couldn't have been more than 4. She might stand a chance depending on how much of it stayed with her. However, the boys looked like the damage was done. I had a sinking feeling in my heart, a feeling that I'd be seeing them again in 20 years. There are times I'd like to get my hands on God. Yeah, guys, that was the end of the comic. It was really impactful. I mean, like, please comment down below. What do you guys think Punisher meant when he said, "I had a sinking feeling that I might be seeing them again in 20 years? What do you think he meant by that? And also, the "I'd like to get my hands on God" line is really cold.